Randy, I just hung up the phone with the Patriots, and they obviously have put everybody through another round of testing. They were scheduled to leave for Kansas City at 1 o'clock this afternoon, but their quarterback, Cam Newton, has tested positive for COVID. So Cam Newton will not be making that trip. He is out of Sunday's game, and now the question is, are there any other members of the organization who have been in close contact with him who also have tested positive, and how that will impact the trip? Again, as I was saying, they were supposed to leave at 1 Eastern today. They are still expected to go right now. But the trip is, again, being delayed until they get more test results and more guidance from the NFL. But again, the headline is, of course, that Cam Newton, the Patriots starting quarterback, has tested positive. He is out for Sunday's game. There is no indication as of right now that the virus has spread to other people, but there has been another round of testing this morning, and the Patriots are working with the NFL to make sure that individuals are cleared before they can go. And again, they were supposed to leave at 1 o'clock. I don't think they're going to leave at 1. I think they're going to be awaiting more test results.
Again, Adam Schefter and Field Yates on this report. And unfortunately, Adam, we have some experience here with the timeline of this virus, sort of the incubation period, as we've seen over the last week or so with regard to the Tennessee Titans. That having been said, the Patriots have released a statement today. What have they said about possible point of contact tracing with regard to now the positive test and their quarterback, Cam Newton?
Well, again, that's why they're going through all these testing procedures right now, Randy, and that's why they're trying to figure out if anybody who has been in close proximity to Cam, and obviously people have been, has tested positive. And that's what they're going through. And this is the new NFL in 2020. And these are the situations that you don't want to have to confront, but are a part of the new reality. On the day that you are scheduled to leave for Kansas City, on the day the teams are scheduled to leave for road games, Saturday in the NFL, to prepare for Sundays, there's the positive test of a star player, in this case, Cam Newton. Cam Newton has been around other people, other players. They're waiting to see that everybody has been in the clear. Last Saturday, you'll remember, the Atlanta Falcons lost their first-round pick, A.J. Terrell, before they played the Chicago Bears. It was one player. It was isolated. No other players were affected. The Falcons were able to play without any other issues there. In this particular case, it's one player. It's the quarterback, the starting quarterback. And so they are going through all the procedures, and obviously it's very involved and very detailed, and there are protocols that are spelled out before they leave for Kansas City this afternoon. They were supposed to leave at 1 o'clock, about 2 hours from now. That is going to be delayed at the very least. And now we wait to see if anybody else tests positive, will be left behind. But again, as it was explained to me this morning, the spread seemed to be contained, that there was no spread. But there'll be other tests that help tell that story and help tell who goes to Kansas City today.
Patriots ending their statement saying the health and safety of our team as well as our opponent are of highest priority. And I want to ask you about the opponent, understanding, Adam, that this news is minutes old here, but any reaction whatsoever so far from Kansas City?
Well, I mean, literally it just happened within the last 5 minutes. So you could only imagine they obviously were prepared to play Cam Newton, and now will be facing either Jarrett Stidham or Brian Hoyer. I don't know the direction the Patriots will go in terms of their starting quarterback. I don't know how they're going to do that, to be honest with you. But look, this is 2020. These things are going to happen. And whether your team loses a player or the team that you're going against loses a player, you have to be prepared for all scenarios. And it's another reminder as to why everybody has to be incredibly vigilant and why the league has stayed on these people to be vigilant, because literally one breach in the protocols could wind up costing teams games. And obviously, before anything else, it's the health and safety of everybody. There are older coaches in the Patriots building. Their quarterback's coach, Jed Fish, has had a health bout before. Their offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels, has asthma. I mean, there are a lot of issues here that obviously go way beyond football, way beyond football. But as sports fans, we're trying to think right away about the game, and that's fine. But it goes beyond that in this particular case.
No, it certainly does, and it's a tremendous bit of insight there into exactly the risk level with regard to coaches, certainly at advanced age. Bill Belichick comes to mind as well. Adam Schefter, we appreciate the time and the insight, again, as Cam Newton has tested positive for the coronavirus.
If you take a look at the schedule that the Patriots now have to play starting tomorrow at the Chiefs, it's not exactly the easiest schedule. You see Week 7, the 49ers. Week 7, by the way, the same week that the Titans-Steelers game has been rescheduled to. Also on the Patriots schedule, Week 8 at the Bills.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.